What's up, everyone? This is John coming back to you with my other pit bike. This is my Tao. I think it's a DB27. It has the 16-inch rim and the 14-inch rim in the back. I'm just out here having a nice Modelo, a nice little ride. We have our own little track that, all these trains come across here in LA, and they stop off at grass patches, where we kind of make them into our own little racetrack, if you would say. So here's the second bike. This is going to go under another turbo cosmetic surgery. The mods I've done so far, when I got the bike, I bought it for $360, right? As you see it right here. The red shock that's right there, absolutely garbage. Do not recommend it. It's like $50 on Amazon. Bump up your game, get the $60 one. It's white with a black reservoir. It's all anodized. It's badass. It works really well. A couple of issues I've had with this bike. Both of the rims, back and forward, both were bent. So I bought off of TD Performance or something off of Amazon. Both rims and tires already mounted. It was $200. So that brought the total to $560. The carburetor was good. The bikes would run, but it would not rev high. So I went and I rewired it about 4 times. So it has a new coil. The harness, we took off the cover and was able to take the stator out. One of my biggest issues with this bike is it runs like a freaking dream, and then it just goes all to hell. One of the reasons is the stator went out about 4 separate times. So I wired it the first time, the bike was fixed, it was able to rev. I wired it. The stator went out. I wired it again. It went out after about a mile. Towed back, wired it again. Full harness, full everything, full stator. Finally, I was like, the harness is probably good. So I just changed the stator, and so far it's working right now. Another modification I've had to do, I can see it's leaking over there by the fuel filter. I need to make an exhaust system for this. The way that the bike rides, you can see that the muffler is getting charred by the tire. I also put this tensioner back on. It broke off, so I used some grade 8 hardware, nuts, washers, so the tensioner's back on. It's nice and sturdy. I also put new rotors front and rear. I had a really, really bad experience the second time I got it to run. So the rear caliper, you can see back there, it came loose and was grinding on the actual disc brake, the rotor. Grinded the pad. It was pretty actually catastrophic as far as damage goes. I had to replace everything. The caliper, the rotor, the pads. But I did the front brake because I was like, might as well. I have both of them. It was $20 for the actual rotors themselves. But other than that, the bike's really solid. I had this fly off. It had a little filter and another like a little piece that went to like an evap unit, or I forget what they call them, a PCV. This is probably a PCV back to the crankcase, so it doesn't get oil inside, or spit oil out the exhaust, because the PCV is continuously bringing fresh air into the engine crankcase and whatnot and evacuating it. So far so good. This is kind of one of our tracks. We do the big hill climb challenge. So this hill is pretty damn steep. Doing it with the 12-inch rear tire and the 14 front tire pit bike is pretty difficult. This was one of the main reasons why I did a turbo pit bike. was because the low end torque of a 220 pound person trying to handle one of these hills, you know, they're pretty damn tall, they're steep. You know, this bike over here, it will eat it up just because of the bigger tires. It's not really a problem, but to have an actual fun challenge with the remaining, you know, set of our crew to do some badass hill climbs, you know, we need a 125 pit bike with the tire sizes, and you're on your way. But they never said anything about no power adders. So this is a pretty wicked bike. I like it. It's full size. I'm 6'7". It fits me perfectly. I can cruise it around, and you know, just recommend it. It's very nice. Alrighty guys, like, subscribe.